What if the most powerful growth that you'll ever experience isn't visible at all? What if it's happening quietly, beneath the surface, right now? Welcome back to the Positivity Keys podcast. I am your host, Laura Allen, and today we are wrapping up our August series on growth with a conversation that is deeply personal and one that I hope brings you peace. Because so often we ask, is it working? Why don't I feel further along? Why can't I see the results yet? But here's the truth. The results are happening. They're just forming beneath the surface. One small choice, one mindset shift, one new habit at a time. And this episode is a reminder to trust the invisible, because the most important transformations are often the quietest ones. There have been entire seasons of my life where I have questioned everything. I'd look around and I'd wonder, is any of this growth actually sticking? I was doing the journaling, saying the affirmations, creating boundaries, and still I felt like I was circling the same mountain. But here's what I've learned. The work is working, even when it doesn't feel like it. Just because you don't see change doesn't mean that you aren't changing. It's like healing from the inside out. There's a phase where a scar hasn't formed, but the body is already repairing. Your mindset, your nervous system, your energy, they're doing the same thing. And then one day you react differently. You pause before you spiral. You speak your truth instead of swallowing it. You stop over-explaining. You feel a sense of calm where there used to be panic. Those are roots showing. That's where the hidden work is rising to the surface. So the 7 positivity keys can track invisible growth. Let me give you a few ways to stay encouraged, even when the progress isn't really obvious. Using the thought keys, start with your language. Are you saying nothing's working? Or are you saying I'm evolving beneath the surface? The feelings key, growth often feels raw, not polished. Let your emotions guide you, not define you. Using the action key, you're going to keep taking those micro steps. Keep promises to yourself, show up consistently, and let that be enough. You don't need a transformational montage to prove that you're growing. Sometimes all you need is a moment of pause, a deep breath, and the quiet, knowing I'm not who I was. This week, take 5 minutes at the end of each day and ask, what did I do today that my old self wouldn't have done? What thought did I question instead of just accepting? What emotion did I allow instead of avoid? Track these things no one sees, because that is where the change is happening. If you're willing, share one of your invisible wins with me. Tag it with hidden growth so that I can cheer you on and remind you this quiet work, it counts. And if you were here with us last month, you'll remember our focus on trust. That wasn't just a season or a seasonal message, I should say. It was a foundation, because this kind of hidden growth, it requires trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust that the work that you're doing, quiet as it might be, is creating real change. So if you're still walking forward without proof, you're living that trust. And that's something we're celebrating. Next month, we're going to shift from growth to trusting the process and how to build momentum when the motivation dips. Until then, take a break, take a breath, honor who you're becoming, and know your roots are growing deeper than you think.